What's brave one? So I'm back again with another video, just talking about Kenyan basketball. And in this video, I'll be talking about an article. I'll be reacting to an article by Mozart Sport. It's actually a place where I just go there and just check out some basketball content with regards to the Kenya Basketball Federation now. So there was an article titled "Kenya Basketball Coaches Bemoan Long Period of Inactivity." So, given this current situation of the federation, which is kind of disorganized in terms of the fixtures, you're seeing some teams started their second leg action this year, while others have played 7 matches into the second part of the regular season. So, going into the article, several coaches in the Kenya Basketball Federation top tier league have called for better planning of fixtures to avoid long layoffs that affect teams' performances. So a good example is, just a side note, a good example is the Kenya Ports Authority, Dockers, both the men's and women's team. You could see the women's team, they went to the FIBA Africa Women's Cup, and the men's team were at the Road to Bal tournament, which was going which went on during the regular season. So you could see they missed some period of inactivity. Both teams were one seeds, but because of the games, them not playing for a couple of months at the time, they're not able to measure up in terms of games. So other teams, just came and passed them. But they're still good teams. But given the way the Road to Bal and FIBA Africa Women's Cup was running concurrently with Kenya Basketball Federation games, you could see they were not able to play the games because they were traveling outside. So back to the article. As the league made a comeback this month after almost the December break, some coaches feel that the current state of affairs is unsustainable and needs to change. This is actually one thing I mentioned in a video that I made a few months ago, just talking about the Kenya basketball problem. And one problem in particular detail was the fixtures, which they need to change. And looking at the way the federation is currently constructed and constituted, you're seeing this thing is just coming back to bite them. And given the way KPA is a team that is a team, KPA, the whole franchise, they're all built on making it to the finals and repeating, especially considering the fact that both the men's and women's side won the KBF playoffs. They need to find a way to get those games back. So they played back-to-back games, and you can see KPA, both teams, men and women, they played back-to-back games Saturday, Sunday. So they're trying to play catch up with the other teams. So this is one thing that looking at the way they are structured, looking at the way the federation is structured, especially in terms of fixtures, it might go against them because they're just paying the price of just going outside the country, which they were in their right of, because they were doing something that was necessary, especially representing our country. Now, Coach David Minor, speaking after his side, Equity Bank Hawks picked slim 40-38 win over ZTEC Sparks, said that part of the team's unimpressive performance was due to the long break they had ahead of the league's return and before the long break. So finally, the Equity Hawks got their revenge against the ZTEC Sparks, the ZTEC Sparks actually sparked them out brutally early in the season, especially in the first leg. So they got the game back, but it was such a slim win. It was a very close game. So he was quoted as saying, David Minor was quoted as saying, "We need to work on our offense. Our defense did well, but offensively we were poor. And this is a result of not having matches regularly. The last time we played in the league was in November, and that is almost 2 months ago. These breaks affect the performance of top teams, and that in an area of the federation, that's an area of the federation they should work on." That's what he said. So I'm just gonna just mention it, and I just leave the article in the description so that you can check it out. So also the Kenya Ports Authority coaching staff also came out with a statement talking about the same, and the fixtures of the next 2 weekends have been released by mid-February. The top men's teams will average 18 matches played, while KPA will still be on 13. This could mean a fixture congestion for the Dockers, both the men's and women's team, or other teams suffering the long layoffs as KPA play catch up. Now, to play catch up so they can be able to get at par with the number of games that other teams have played. So you're seeing a situation where the federation has not automated the way that they're supposed to schedule or even plan their fixtures. And there are softwares that are available that enable you to be able to manage fixtures instead of just, picking them by hand. Excuse me. I mean, it is something that they need to at least factor in. Getting a software that's able to at least, get to plan the fixtures, because you're seeing, and also not only planning the fixtures, also like trying to use multiple venues so that you can be able to cut on the games, not only just sticking on one venue. I saw they're using the USIU court. I'll also try to talk about it in another video, just to shed some light on it. I'm pretty sure people are asking themselves the questions, why are the federation making the move of playing in the USIU basketball court, which is new, and they're not playing in Nyayo Stadium. They also have the Ulinzi Sports Complex, which is the home of the Ulinzi Warriors. There's also the KPA Makane Gymnasium, where games can be happening concurrently, so to be able to cut on the games. So one thing that I would actually suggest is having like 3 to 4 basketball venues hosting about 5 to 6 games in a weekend per day. So you can have majority of the games being played so that I can be able to get majority of the games played by these teams, because you're seeing a situation where they're just locking onto one venue, playing 5 games. Teams are not being able to get the fixtures ongoing, because you're seeing even walkovers sometimes have a tendency of happening. I saw that a lot, especially last year, and hopefully they're able to utilize multiple venues, because basketball courts are being constructed have been constructed. USIU finished their court. Goa really unveiled about 2 basketball courts. Two basketball courts. Actually, Dagoretti High School has 2 basketball courts that are playable. There's Umoja in there. Also, I even forgot about the Diwopo one, but they're going to be used for Street League, and also the KFC one that's there. But those are for majority Street League. But they're also the KBF can also try to utilize the Ulinzi Sports Complex to do that. They can also try to utilize the grounds the way they have utilized USIU. They can also utilize the University of Nairobi. They can try to find a way to squeeze in, even not interfere with the KUSA's schedule, but at least try to utilize all the resources that are at their disposal, and to at least make sure the games are played by the teams. So in my opinion, that's what I said. And leave your feedback down in the comment section what you think about this whole situation. And I'm out. Peace.